Hey, baby. So, listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but I want to talk about this whole matching energy thing because I think it's so important that people understand that you don't want to get caught up in trying to match somebody's energy because energy is one of those things that cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred. So, when you think about meeting people on their level and trying to defend yourself and trying to put somebody in their place or trying to, make sure that no one thinks that, you're a pushover or that they can talk to you and disrespect you any type of way. I want you to understand that in order to, basically defend yourself or speak up for yourself, you don't necessarily have to match energy. Okay? Because when you match energy, you take on that energy, right? And now you have to go through the process of transferring the energy. And a lot of people get stuck in this whole concept of transferring energy because they don't know how to transfer the energy. And the thing about it is that when you are trying to defend yourself, okay, you got to be honest, right? And a lot of times being honest is about expressing how someone has made you feel, right? And understanding that, just because someone else is on a 10 doesn't mean that you have to be on the 10, okay? Because when you see someone that's irate or you see someone who's upset or that's trying to make a point, right, you can kind of watch what that is. And if you feel like it's too much, you can excuse yourself from that situation. You don't have to sit around and tolerate that energy because you don't want that energy being transferred to you. Like, in order to have energy transferred to you, you got to be in acceptance of the energy, right? And so being acceptance of the energy is matching the energy, right? It's responding to it, okay? It's like entering into a space, okay, that is toxic, okay? There's toxins flowing all around through the ceiling, okay? You see the toxins, okay? And you go in the room, right? So what that means, you're now exposed, okay? You're now exposed to those toxins. So when someone is popping off, okay, and they're all irate, okay, you don't have to enter into the space, okay? You don't have to come in agreement with that person, okay? You can literally excuse yourself from the room, right? Or you can also be honest about how you're experiencing the energy. Like, you're coming across a little bit too, overbearing. Like, your energy is really, really high right now. Like, you being a little disrespectful right now. I'm not going to be able to respond. That's beneath, the level of a response for me. Like, you acknowledge, right? And an acknowledgement is like, I recognize this is what is happening, but I'm not going to get involved in that level of energy, right? Like, that's so important because, like, when you are trying to reach the highest expression of yourself, you have to understand that everything is about energy. Everything is about having a rhythm. And so if you're walking around and you're so heavy, it's because you may be having other people's energies attached to you, right? And if you got other people's energies attached to you, then it's wearing you down and you're not able to be in the rhythm, okay, that is required, okay, for you to reach the highest expression of yourself. You got to understand that life is really like a dance, okay? And we as individuals have to get to a point where we understand our own rhythm, okay? Because when we understand our own rhythm, we understand, the people that we can be around. We understand, okay, the environments that are conducive to, our rhythm, that are conducive to, the things that we want to experience in this life. Because if it's not conducive, right, then, we don't have to partake in it, right? We have to realize that we have a will. We get to choose, right? And I feel like sometimes we, forget that because we're constantly taking on other people's energy. We're constantly allowing other people to pull us into their mess, right? We're constantly allowing people to project on us. We're constantly allowing people, when people calling you, asking you for your advice, they're just trying to sometimes put you in their business, right? And so that's why it's so important, if that is a friend, right? If it is someone that you have this relationship and they're talking about a situation, that you give them the best advice of how they should be able to handle the situation, what they can do better in the situation, or just listen to them and explore what's coming up for them, but never speak on the next person because you don't know the other person's side of the story. You don't know. And so when you speak on something that you don't know about and you're not hearing it from the source, now you have attached yourself to an energy. Now you are a part of the mess. See? So we got to understand that in life we get to choose, and we don't have to attach ourselves to energy that is not conducive to where we're going, because we have to keep our own rhythm. We got to keep our own rhythm, okay? Because you're going to be blessed according to what you do in this life, okay? You're going to be blessed, okay, according to your purpose, okay? And in order to continue to walk in purpose, you got to walk in a rhythm, okay? You have to walk in a rhythm. It is all about rhythm. So understand that energy is very important, and if you want to transfer energy, the best thing to do is to understand what you are experiencing, okay? Because you have to acknowledge it. Okay, I'm heavy right now, I feel a little angry, okay, I'm not connected to God, I need to pray, I need to reposition myself, or maybe I need to ground myself, okay? Maybe I need to do some self-care. Maybe I need to write, and I need to really think about what I've experienced in the last year, okay? And what have I done with that energy, okay? Is that energy still attached to me, and is it weighing me down so much so that I'm not able to move in a certain rhythm that gets me to be able to excel and get things done, right? Like, you got to pay attention to what energy is attached to you, because you can have an energy of stagnation, you can have an energy of procrastination, you can have an energy of bitterness, okay? You can have an energy of fear, you can have so many energies attached to you, and you're wondering why certain things are being attracted to you and you're going through certain things. It could be because of the energies that's attached to you, and sometimes you have to change your perspective about the things that you are experiencing. If you haven't looked at my last message, go look at my last message, because that message changes the narrative. You know, when you are a chosen person and you feel like people always are coming up against you, and you feel like people don't be, you know, liking you, you got to understand that people, it's not that they dislike you, okay? It is because you are walking in the light, okay? And so that becomes a fear for people. So they may have the spirit of fear, and so you don't want to attach yourself to that energy saying that people dislike you, because now you are not attracting people who like you. You're not attracting your tribe. Now you are off frequency. Now you're not operating in the rhythm that you're supposed to be operating in. So sometimes you do have to change the narrative in terms of the perspective of how you're viewing things, okay? And paying attention to the energies that are attracted to you, okay? And not matching nobody energy, okay? Because matching energy throws you off your rhythm, throws you off your course, okay? Okay, I hope this message helps somebody now. Truth, love, and transparency always coming from your girl. Go on with your day, and remember, you're big blessed, okay? And leave your girl a comment. Peace.